What's up, people? It's your girl, Adeola. Well, the Prime Minister of Zimbabwe, Herman Cain, has announced his divorce from his wife of 12 days and 1 hour. He really tried, but technically they were not married yet. But, you know, he paid the bride price, the lobola, you know. What happened was that in Zimbabwe, when you damage a woman, you pay lobola. You don't know what I mean by damaging a woman? That's like when you get her pregnant outside wedding. She's 39 years old, and she already has a 16-year-old son from her previous marriage, but he got her pregnant, so he damaged. He did some kind of damage. That's the thing. And so he had to pay the family $10,000 lobola. So he paid this price, and the general custom is after you pay this price, there has to be a wedding. You know, you still have to marry her. Well, the Prime Minister has made it clear that he will not be going ahead with the marriage. He blames the media in Zimbabwe for following him around and reporting everything about his relationship. He's like, I'm not even from the royal family in London. Why y'all following me? How dare the media follow him around and report everything about his wedding? Did I tell you that like a few weeks ago he was telling his friends that he was gonna get married to another lady from Harare? Her name is Elizabeth. That was just like a few weeks ago. And then he found out that Lokodia is pregnant with twins, and so he paid damage. He had 6 children from his previous marriage with his late wife, bless her heart. And did I tell you that another lady had a son for him in March? This March, yeah, it was March this year. Another lady had a son for him. But ladies and gentlemen, no need to worry about all these baby mamas. The Prime Minister has assured everyone that when the right woman comes for marriage, he will let us know. I just think he needs to get together with Herman Cain, you know, and they should have a party, you know. Better still, he should get together with the King of Swaziland. Ah, now that's the King of Swaziland. Speaking of the King of Swaziland, you guys remember his wife number 12? Yeah, his wife number 12. Seriously, some of you don't know he has 14 wives? He's got 14 wives. Of course he's the king. He ain't playing. The guy is not playing at all. I wonder how he does, you know, with 14 women. It's like... I'll tell you the truth right now. No woman ever wants to be number 2. How much more number 12? I can't imagine me number 14. You remember last year, wife number 12 was caught having an affair with the Minister for Justice. This woman, 23-year-old, has been under house arrest in the palace for like a whole year. But recently, she had a fight with one of the security guards when she was trying to take one of her children to the hospital. The security guard, of course, doing his job, was like, hey, you ain't allowed to get out of here. And so she defended herself with pepper spray, okay? Anyway, because of this, she's been banned from the palace. And then the King of Swaziland came on and said, well, I didn't ban her. There was nothing like that. And I'm like, who cares? Why do you have so much drama between you and your wives? Well, the sad thing is, the King of Swaziland will never be able to say with full confidence what the President of Kenya said.
You know, and I know, and everybody else knows that I'm married and I have only one wife. I do not have any other, and I have only one wife, one wife, one wife.
In case you didn't hear that, do you want me? I could play it again.
One wife.
Who cares? My Nigerian brother has been released after serving 5 months in prison. You guys remember him? Adeola. What do you mean you don't remember him? You don't? Seriously, where have you been? Anyway, I'll remind you. So a few months ago, he was arrested for flying to LA from New York. He flew to LA with an expired plane ticket that belonged to somebody else, okay? You know, the guy was just looking for a free ride. You know, the economy is really bad right now, and things are hard, so I could understand that. You know, you pick up a plane ticket that belonged to somebody else in the airport. When they asked for his ID, you know, to look at the name on the ticket with the name on his ID, he said he recently lost his ID and he had a police report that said his ID has actually been stolen. And that was how he was able to make his way from New York to LA. Whew. He was really lucky. Would you say, like, how lucky is that? A free ride from New York to LA? And you would think that he would wisen up after that and do a little self-talk, you know, something like, I say to myself, I say self, myself said, don't do that again. Instead, he decided, whoa, hey, what? Why don't I do this again? So he decided to try it again. He couldn't make it through the second time and he was arrested. They found more than 10 plane tickets in his bag, expired ones, that belonged to other people. And guess what? He's been serving behind the bars for the past 5 months. So recently he was released and he's been monitored closely. Thumbs down this week goes to Mugabe. Okay, so you guys know about Nando's chicken restaurant in South Africa? You see them in Zimbabwe too. Those southern African countries. Oh, they're everywhere. Nando's chicken, they're really good. Well, they recently released a new commercial which Mugabe does not like. Take a look.
This time of year, no one should have to eat alone. So get a Nando's 6-pack meal for 6.
Anyway, so Mugabe is saying this commercial portrays him as the last standing dictator. And he's not able to get enough dictators to attend his Christmas party. I don't see anywhere in the commercial that talked about him being a dictator or whatever. Did you? So you know what he's doing? Whenever anybody goes to Nando's chicken restaurant to buy something, Mugabe sends his thugs to go and harass them. So if you're carrying a bag of Nando's chicken and Mugabe's boys see you, they run after you and they harass you. They could beat you up. Anything. A thumbs up this week goes to Mozambique for bringing down the rate of HIV/AIDS infection. In 2005, up to 500 cases were reported, but this year, only 350 cases have been reported so far. In addition, 70,000 pregnant women are receiving the treatment that will prevent the transmission of the disease to their unborn children. How cool is that? Now that's what I call being responsible and keeping it real. Before I leave, I want you guys to see a little bit of Morocco. That's in northern part of Africa. It's been real, y'all, and I'm keeping it real right up in here. Until next week, I'ma see y'all later. Peace out.